Hey guys, what is going on? Dustin here, and today we're going to be talking about different types of action blocks that can come up on Instagram. We're going to be talking about how to fix them when they do come up, and then how to prevent them so that they don't ever come up. Before we get into this one, there's my cat. Yeah, his name's Leo. He's cool. Yeah, so there's three different main types of blocks on Instagram. There's like a normal action block that's kind of like a soft block. Then there's like a hard block where they send you the message and say, oh, you can't follow or like for this many days until this date, whatever it says. And then there's also the account compromised, which is another type of block where they make you change your password and they think you've been working with someone to help you get likes or follows. And then other than those three types of blocks, then you can also get your account disabled. So that's the fourth kind of block. It's not really a block. They're just trying to ban you off their platform, and you have to jump through some hoops to get your account back at that point. You want to avoid this one. But those are the four types of blocks, or I guess the three blocks and the one ban that we're going to be talking about in this one. Now, the reason why we're going to be talking about these action blocks is because you guys like your Instagram growth. So you guys know if you've done the follow for follow, or you've just gone out and engaged with too many people, or even if you've done too many unfollows, sometimes Instagram gets really weird about that and they'll send you a message or they'll block you and they'll make it so you can't do that anymore. So I know this does come up, especially with the people in my community, because we're all about targeted engagement, going out and engaging with people, proactively growing your account. So I wanted to send this to you guys because I get questions about it all the time, and I want to make sure that you guys are able to avoid this and then actually fix the issue when they do come up. So let's talk about the first one, and that's an action block. It's the most normal block that there is, and it will actually start as when you take an engagement, when you go and follow or you like, that action just won't stick. It won't stay. So if you go and refresh the page and you go back and look, you haven't actually followed that person or liked their content. This type of block comes up when your account has a low trust score, which we'll get into that a little bit more, and you're doing a heavy amount of follow or unfollow actions or like actions. So it comes up when Instagram doesn't trust your account and you're taking a high number of actions. This is Instagram's way of stopping you from trying to go against their terms and service. So they're trying to stop you from just spamming out a ton of engagement if they think that you're just like some kind of automation or a bot or something along those lines. So to prevent this without actually having to get up the follow unfollow or a growth strategy, what you need to do is increase your trust score. Now, I've talked about increasing your trust score before, but the basis is to make sure that Instagram knows that you're not automation or a bot. So a way that you can do that is engage with people normally on your home feed and explore page. Other things that you can do is make sure that you're posting regularly on your account, on your story, and making sure that you are engaging with your friends and your family on the platform, as well as just using the account normally. All these types of actions are going to help show Instagram that you're a real person. You're trying to use their platform for its intended use, and you're just trying to go out and engage with more people on top of the people that you're already following or are already friends with. So if you're doing the follow and follow or the $1.80 strategy and you're staying to the limits, making sure you're not going too hard, and you also have a good trust score with Instagram, meaning that you're engaging with people on the platform, Instagram should not give you this block. So that's how you prevent it. But what happens if you get this block? Then what do you do? So before we get into the solution and how to actually fix this type of block, I just want to say I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and I would really appreciate it if you left a subscribe and left a like as well. It's free. It takes about 2 seconds, and you can always unsubscribe later if you really want, and I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. If you notice that your account is having this block, what you should do is you should chill on the engagement, so the follows, unfollows, likes, comments, all that kind of stuff for at least 2 days. You can still post, okay, so the posting isn't bad. That's going to show Instagram that you're being active, and you can still browse on the home feed and the explore page. All of that is actually going to help your trust and actually help show that tell Instagram that you're a real person and you're using their platform. The safest thing to do after those 2 days after you've waited is to actually delete the app completely. Don't log out though, just delete the app, re-download the app. You're gonna be able to log back in, set up your account again, look at your account, and then go ahead and try those actions of follow and unfollow or a like. See if the action sticks, and if the action then does stick, the block is gone and you can go ahead and start slowly ramping the engagement back up. If you tried that and the actions are still not sticking, working after those 2 days, do the same thing again where you wait another 2 days and then you delete the app and then you download the app again and then you get back in and then you test it again. Just keep doing this until the action block is gone and you're able to take those actions again. Maybe got anything to say about Instagram action blocks?
They suck.
Oh, who knows a lot about those though?
You.
Oh yeah, do you think they should listen to me on it?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
But I don't listen to you about most things, so.
You said you do or you don't?
I don't.
All right, bye. Okay, so now let's talk about hard blocks on Instagram. And hard blocks are the ones where Instagram sends you a message saying you can't engage with people, you can't follow or unfollow until a certain date. And they'll normally make it for like a week or a day. I've seen them up to 2 weeks before. But yeah, the time really varies on that. And the reason, the causes of the hard block is when you take massive actions on an account. So if you're doing like 500 follows or even 500 unfollows or 1,000 likes in a day from people you're just like searching and looking up, like if you're just doing this on your home feed in the explore page, I don't think these, like, the numbers can be a lot higher before Instagram starts sending out the blocks. You know, I haven't really tested with those limits much. I just know if you're like searching or if you're using people who have liked or are following a certain account and you're sending out the follows and the likes on those people, then Instagram gets a little weird because they know about this strategy and they're trying to tame people and make sure they're not, you know, completely abusing the algorithm. So that's when they start to send out the blocks. So you need to respect the limits of Instagram to make sure that you don't get these hard blocks. There's also another cause to these hard blocks, and that's when more than one IP is on the account and doing actions on the account at the same time. So let's say like for us, we work with clients and we are working in the account and the client might also be in the account at the same time. So when that happens, we may face these blocks. So we block out times where we're working and we ask the client not to be in the account during that time or not doing that much. So that's how we avoid it with our agency and our clients that we work with. And the hard blocks have a lot more limitations. You're not able to actually post on Instagram when you have a hard block. You can actually post, but you can't put a caption. So it kind of like makes it so you, it makes it a lot harder to post, right? Because you want to put a caption, you want to put hashtags, you want to put all that good stuff in with the post, and they prevent you from doing that. The good thing about these hard blocks is that you can actually unfollow people, a limited amount of people with these hard blocks, as long as it wasn't unfollowing that got you the hard block, if that makes sense. So if you're doing a bunch of follows and that is what caused you to get the hard block, then you'll be able to do unfollows while you have the hard block. But when you do have the hard block and you want to go ahead and do unfollows and bring down your following, make sure you're not doing more than 50 unfollows a day. If you're going to do more than the 50 unfollows a day, you could end up prolonging the hard block or getting the account in even more trouble. Hey guys, really quick, I just wanted to mention that I do have an Instagram marketing agency where we grow our clients' accounts by 400 all the way up to 30,000 real and targeted followers safely. We're really good at avoiding these types of blocks and handling them when they do come up. If you're interested in getting my help growing your account, my email is down below. Send me an email and let's get in touch. So here's what you do when you get a hard block. You have to wait until the hard block is over, and then I would wait one more day on top of the hard block, but then one day after the hard block is up, then you can go ahead and start ramping up the engagement again. Start small with like maybe 20 to 50 actions, and then ramp that up by like 50 actions every single day until you're back up to where you were before, or I guess not where you were before because you're probably taking too many actions. Stick to the Instagram limit, so about 200 to 300 actions a day. If you're doing them safely and you have a good trust score, that will be good. But after the hard block, make sure you ramp up to that number instead of just starting off at that number. Otherwise, you're just going to get another hard block. The next type of block is the account compromised, and this is the type of block where Instagram sends you a message saying, oh, it looks like your account was compromised. We need you to change your password before you go back into the app. Please don't use services that help you get likes or follows. And this is when they think you're using some sort of automation or automated service or automated tool to help you gain followers and likes on the platform. And again, this block is caused by you using different IPs on your Instagram account and then also doing a heavy amount of actions, whether it's follows, unfollows, likes, comments, DMs, any of that kind of stuff. And it's the same actions that cause it, but then just a different combination of, okay, does this look like it's automation? If this does look like it's automation, then let's send this account compromised before we actually give the hard block, to give the user a chance to stop using the automated service or the automated tool before we actually give them a hard block and make it so that they can't engage with people. The prevention for this is to just not run your account on 2 different IP addresses at the same time, and not to do a heavy amount of actions. So if you are using a tool, you could be doing too many actions at a time, or you could even be using a service that is automating the engagement. I have even seen people who are engaging on their own get this message, and if that's the case, if that's your case, then it could just be the algorithm on Instagram's end messing up, or you could just be using your phone from 2 different locations during the day, doing the actions from 2 different locations. That would look kind of weird to Instagram as well. What you need to do when you get the account compromised is to go ahead and change your password, and then you can just start up the actions afterwards, but you have to be a little bit more careful after this message. So I'd ramp it up from being slow and then going back up to a faster pace, and then thinking about what could have caused this, and then make it so that you don't have this be caused anymore. So increase your trust, or just make it so that you're doing less actions. Don't only use the account for heavy amounts of actions, or if you're using it from 2 different locations, maybe only do the actions, the heavy amount of actions from 1 location. And now let's talk about account disabled. So this happens when you're automating actions on your account and you're going super hard, doing a lot of actions, whether it's follow, unfollow, even posting automatically with certain tools can get your account banned, get your account disabled. To prevent this, just don't use any kind of bot or automation to post or do engagement marketing or the follow and follow, whatever you want to call it. Just don't use automation. Do it all manually. There is a way to get your account undisabled, or recover your account from it being disabled, but it takes a long time and you can't do it with too many accounts. Otherwise Instagram's gonna be weird about you having a bunch of accounts. There's a process where Instagram will send you an email and give you a 5-digit code, and you have to write that code on paper. You hold it up in a picture to them, and then you send that in to them. They can see that you're a real person and that you're not just a bot, and then you'll be able to get your account back. But then if you run the automation again, they're gonna disable your account, and then they're not going to give you any opportunity to actually recover the account at that point. It could also take months for Instagram to review your picture and then bring your account back online. So you really want to avoid getting your account disabled and avoid any kind of automation for either the follow for follow, engagement marketing, or just posting. I hope you enjoyed this one and you learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.